Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kassiah, this is SiahSwag, and this is day 6 of the 12 days of Christmas. I have such a fun pattern for you guys today. It's a brand new pattern that came out from Stitches by Christy for the holidays. And it is called the Noelle Cookie Carrier. You guys, could it get any cuter than this? It's great for delivering all of those goodies. You can use it to go to parties with. You could just hack it into an everyday bag. Like, it is so adorable. I did an embroidery pattern on the front and used vinyl for the rest. I quilted the sides, 1.5 inch webbing, and then let me show you what we got on the inside. So you open it up, put your little goodies in there, have little tin in there, and then it has a mesh zipper pocket up here on top to carry napkins, plates, whatever you need to put in there. Such a cute pattern. I used foam on my gusset. I used Decaville Light top and bottom. It's all vinyl exterior, and then I used nylon from Wonderground on the inside, and I really like how it turned out. I would do it that way again. So cute. You can use cotton, you can use canvas, you don't have to use vinyl for this pattern, and it came together so nicely. Good job, Christy. I will link all the materials I used down below in the description, along with where I got this embroidery. It was off of Etsy. I do a quick video after this of the embroidery pattern and of me quilting the sides, so you will see that in this tutorial. And I hope you guys really enjoy this. Go check it out. It is a very cute, fun make. And yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to a 19-month Patreon member, Lorraine Medeiros. Thank you so much for your support over on Patreon. We have a lot of fun over there. We just finished a sew along and we're getting ready to start another one in January. So go check that out. I hope you guys love this video, love this pattern. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to try and embroider this. Focus, come on. There you go. On some black vinyl. I had to change up the colors. I did a lighter gray instead of black. I think it'll look good for my Noelle cookie carrier. Here we go. Okay, so these are my side gusset pieces for this Noelle cookie carrier. She had on her example the gussets quilted. I'm going to do the same thing. So I just have a single layer of Basel foam. It's pretty thin. It's not like thicker materials. I like it. It's my favorite to quilt with. Did I say embroider? I meant quilt. And then I have my design, just little diamonds on there. So I'm going to go ahead and quilt these gusset pieces. Okay, that's one of them. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Okay, let's go over the pieces for the Noelle cookie carrier by Stitches by Christy. I have my 2 front panels, my embroidered one, and my back. They are interfaced with Decaville Light. In the pattern, she has you slipping in the interfacing after because you have to turn the bag. So, I think I might bind the bottom part just because it's going to be hard to turn it through. So we'll see how that goes. I have my exterior gusset pieces here. I quilted them with foam. I have my 2 zipper tab pieces for my exterior gusset zipper here, which I have cut out and ready to go. I have my lining gusset pieces, 2 of those. And the pattern has a mesh pocket on the top, so I have my 2 mesh pieces here. You could totally leave out the mesh pocket if you don't have mesh, or if you don't want to do that, that's fine. My 2, what are these called? Accent pieces for the zipper and the mesh pocket. My zipper for that pocket. My 2 lining pieces. And I just used the measurements. I didn't even use the pattern pieces. I just used the measurements she has in the pattern. And then she has a circle where you round out the corners. It was really easy to do by the measurements. So I did that so you can save some paper by not printing out the pattern pieces. And then I have my zipper tabs for my mesh pocket zipper. I have 2 handles. I'm using 1.5 inch wide webbing. She says you could use 1 inch too, totally up to you. And then I have some cute tags. I'm using my Heartwood and High tags. I have this cute SiahSwag tag. And then this one is the North Pole Company. I thought that was cute. I'll put that on the bag somewhere. And I think that is everything we need. We'll see how hard it is for me to turn this bag, sorry, with the Decaville Light in there. Guys, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's start sewing this bag. Okay, first thing we're going to start with is our main zipper. I have my 2 pulls put on here, and we are going to attach these 2 zipper tabs to the 2 ends to make a full circle of a zipper. Okay, so I'm going to take my exterior first, right sides together, and I'm going to baste that on. And then I will add my lining. I'm going to flip that over, my lining. So my right sides are together. My zipper is sandwiched in the middle. And now I'm going to sew that at the full seam allowance here. I'm going to flip those right sides out and top stitch along the exterior. Okay, so now I want to do the same thing to the other side. So I'm going to bring this over and take it right sides together with the other end here. Baste that. And I'm going to go ahead and just baste the 2 layers together. It'll be just easier to work with, I think. Okay, awesome. So make sure it's not twisted. Make sure everything looks good. You should have a full circle of a zipper with tabs. I'm going to set this aside and we're going to work on our mesh pocket next. Right here. Oh, where's my zipper tabs? There they are. Okay. So we want to put these zipper tabs on our mesh pocket piece. I think I'm only, or on our zipper, I'm only going to do, I already broke the edges. Well, these are pretty thin pieces. I'll do both tabs. All right, here we go. So right side down. Actually, no, I'm just going to do the front tab. I don't really feel like it ever needs a lining tab unless you can really see it. So I'm only going to use 2 of the tabs, I think. Okay. And then flip it over, top stitch. Beautiful. All right, so now what do we want to do next? We want to take these accent pieces and attach them to the mesh. So we're going to do right sides together. Mesh doesn't really have a wrong or a right side. So just right side down with your accent piece. We're going to sew along that. Mesh does have a bit of a stretch, so I think it's best to sew it with the mesh down and your accent piece on top. I'm going to flip that over and top stitch. You want to top stitch with your seam going up towards your accent piece. All right. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yes. Okay, here we go. All right, so that is the top part of my mesh pocket. So it's gonna go like that. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing to the bottom piece. Okay. Lay my accent piece down. I'm not clipping it along there just because it seems a little bit easier to hold it in place. I'll do a bigger stitch. All right, and then same thing. We're going to flip and top stitch. Mine's a little bit difficult just because I'm using this nylon material. And so it doesn't tend to want to go where I need it to go. So I just have to go a little bit slower with it, but it's working. All right. Then we want to just add it to our zipper pocket. So you want your zipper opening left to right. So make sure when you put it on, it's that way. So we're going to go line up our centers. I'm going to clip. Hold on. I'm going to clip my centers and then I'll place it to make sure I've got it where I want it to go. Okay, so I have my centers marked, so this will be a little bit easier. I'm going to take my zipper, zipper closing to the left side. I'm going to line my centers up here, and then I'm going to sew along that at the full seam allowance. And then I'll flip the zipper up and top stitch. And then I'll add the top piece to it. Same way. Mesh pockets are pretty cute and simple. I buy my mesh. I just get it off of Amazon. Comes in little packs. Lots of people sell mesh now. I'm sure lots of different suppliers do. But I will link where I got mine in the description. All right. Make sure that zipper's out of the way there. Let's do it. Helps if you turn on the machine. I took a break to take my dogs to the groomer, so. All right, here we go. Okay, and then you're going to flip it so it's going down, and then you're going to top stitch. So there's the bottom part of my pocket, and now I'm going to repeat for the top. Right sides together, line up those centers, same steps. And you most likely have your tabs need to be trimmed down when you're done doing this. And you're going to trim this whole piece after you attach it to the lining piece anyways, so don't stress about that. Awesome. Okay, so that is what it looks like when it's all done. You want to take your lining piece and we are going to just be sitting this on top and basting it on. It should fit. You'll just have to trim up the sides. Mine's a little short, but it'll get caught in that seam allowance and we'll be just fine. So I'm going to just start clipping this in place and then I'll baste it on. Oh, I think we're good. It's just perfect. A little short on this end. But again, I think it'll get caught in that seam allowance and we'll be fine. All right, let's baste this on. Awesome. All right, so I'm just going to take that to my cutting table real quick. I'm going to turn it over and just trim off all of the extra here. And then we will continue to the next step. That looks so cute. Okay, so we're going to attach the top exterior panel and this lining panel that we just did with the pocket to our zipper gusset. I might do this just a tad different than she has in the pattern because I need a bigger turning hole since I attached my Decaville to this piece already. So I'll show you the just couple tiny changes that I'll make. Okay, so I want my zipper panel inside out. So my right sides are together when I clip it to my exterior panel. And I'm going to start with this zipper tab centered up here at the top. I have all my centers marked. Okay, and then I'm just going to start attaching all of my centers first. So my right sides are together, okay? My zipper is right side down. Okay, and then I'm going to take it and match up. Make sure your zipper's not getting twisted or anything. And then I'm going to match up this side up here. Centers. And I'll do this one. It is going to be easier to, if you have your zipper undone. Once you get the top and the bottom clipped, go ahead and unzip it. All right, and then I'm going to go here. Looks like my zipper is just a little too big. We'll see. Looks like my zipper is just a little too big. So the question is, do I trim it down or make it work? I don't know. That's a lot of extra. I don't know if I did my zipper a little too big to begin with. I don't think I did. So I'm going to trim down my zipper. I could just take a little bit out of this piece right here and bring it closer together. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And then that'll give me more room. Okay, hold please. Okay, so without having to redo the whole thing, all I did was take an inch out of my zipper tab back here, and we'll see if that helps with the fit of this. I'm not sure if it's how I cut my zipper or my pattern piece. I'm not sure, but let's see if this is a little bit better on the fit, because you don't really want your zipper to have puckers in it. So it needs to be kind of a, you know, a tight fit. So let's see if this helps. Had to remark, since I changed the size of my zipper, I had to remark my centers just on these sides here. Let's see how that comes. Oh, that's better. Yeah, do you see how that kind of lays into that curve and I don't have a ton of extra? I think that's going to be better. Okay. Easy solution if your zipper is a little too big. Now, you can be on team snip your zipper or team don't snip your zipper. Totally up to you. I don't think I'm going to. If you are dealing with a patterned zipper, like with the stripes in it, it has a different weave to it. And when you put little snips in it, it will end up fraying and your project will come apart. This solid zipper has a different weave and different texture to it, and it can take the clips in it a little bit better. I'm still not going to risk it though. I think it'll fit just fine without clipping into it. And my corners fit much better now. So I took an inch out of the zipper tab, just FYI. I don't know if I mismeasured my zipper or if it's just, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But if that happens to you, there's your solution. All right, so I'm going to take this and baste it on. Okay, I'm going to baste this on. The only thing I am doing differently though is when I get back to here, where the tab is back here on the top, I am going to change my seam allowance to my full 1/4 inch seam allowance right along here. What that's going to do is when I leave a hole open to turn my piece through, that'll make sure that when I turn it and get it all pressed and top stitched, this seam back here will be even with my lining seam. It just ends up looking better. So I'm going to start by my basting stitch right here and go around, and then when I get right here, I'll change it to that 1/4 inch and sew along there at that 1/4 inch. All right, here we go. Helps if you have some kind of tool to help hold your zipper in place when you're going around these curves. Stiletto, flathead, screwdriver, whatever you want to use. All are good choices. Oops, you just need an extra finger here. Well, this clip's totally broken. I should ask for clips in my stocking this year. All of mine are breaking. My kids will do it? They might. I did have the thought this would be a super cute bag to make with clear and jelly vinyl. And it would kind of simplify it too. Not so many pieces. I think that would be a super cute idea. Okay. So now I'm going to change to that 1/4 inch, okay? Right where I left off up here. So I'm leaving quite a big turning hole because I have this interfaced and I need to be able to turn it. So my turning hole is from here to here. That's where I sewed at that 1/4 inch. So now I'm going to sandwich my lining on top. All right. And for my lining, I won't sew at all from where I have that bigger seam allowance. That's going to be my turning hole. And then when I go to turn it out and close up the hole and top stitch, this fold back here will be at the correct seam allowance. If I had basted right here, it would be at that 1/8 inch seam allowance and the fold would look funky. So that's why I did it that way. All right. So for our pocket, we want our pocket to be, just a minute, make sure you put the mesh pocket top towards the front of the main. So this is the front of the main, top of my mesh pocket. We want to sandwich it like that. All right. Because then when it's turned the other way and you flip up your lid, the pocket will be the correct way. All right. So I'm going to match up all my centers. Repeat at that full seam allowance, leaving a hole in the bottom down here. Just be really sure as you go along and sew this part that your zipper isn't puckered underneath the lining. You want it to lay nice and flat. I put lots of clips on my corner here just to make sure we got a nice flat corner. And then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to sew it this side up so I can see where I need to leave my turn hole. So I'm going to start right there. Okay, here we go. Let's turn it. All right, looks good. All right, so I'm gonna go around and top stitch this, making sure my zipper looks good. I'm going to kind of fold this down and put a piece of tape right there and tape that into place. Oh, looks like my mesh came undone. I'm going to sew that in place real quick because I need that to stay to my lining. Just a second. Needs to fold down with it. Okay, there we go. So I will give that a nice fold right there and stick that in place. So when I top stitch my top, it'll close up that hole. It's cute. So it goes on your bag like this. Make sure that when you open it, your pocket's at the top. Okay, let's get some tape in there. I think I'm gonna first tape here to tape that back. And then another piece. Do it along the inside edge and tape it right along here. So when I fold it, it stays folded, right? All right, and then I'm going to put another piece along the bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to start down here at the bottom to make sure I catch that. And let's do it. All right. Okay, I caught this all. It looks great. Zip that up. I've got one little pucker that I see, and I'm not going to worry about it because it still looks great. Okay, so there is, I've got the tiniest little pucker right there, but it is nothing to be worried about. That looks great. Okay, on to the next. Okay, we're going to attach our handles to our back piece. I have my centers, top and bottom, marked. And she gives you a measurement for placement on your handle. So go ahead and mark that. And then we're just going to baste them into place. So you want them going like this. Right along that, you want a little bit of an overhang, about a 1/2 inch. I should probably measure it so they're all even, huh? That'd be good. Make sure it's not twisted when you pull it around to the other side here. Okay, I'm going to baste that one on, and then I will baste the second one on after this. Okay, so after your handles are basted on, I'm going to take off any, whoops, dropped a basket. Okay. All right. Next, put this aside. Get your gusset pieces out, both lining and exterior, and we're gonna put those together. I did put my label down here on my gusset piece. I was debating what the best place was for it. We're gonna try there. Okay, so we wanna make a circle with your lining and your exterior pieces. So first I'm gonna do my exterior. They're going to be separate. This is a birth bag. I debated changing it up and binding it, but I'm going to do it the way it's written. We're going to do a pull through. Okay. So you want to sew these two together on this side. And then I'm going to flatten that seam out and top stitch it. I'm wondering if I need to do, you know what, I'm wondering if I need to do a bigger seam allowance on this. What do we think, guys? Since I had to take some off of my zipper, I'm wondering if I need to do the same for this. I think I am. I think I'm going to do just a little bit bigger seam allowance. Just so if I'm guessing this is the same measurement as the zipper was. So I'm going to do it just a little bit bigger. I'm just going to take my seam allowance a little bit bigger on each side by 1/4. I'm just going to increase it by 1/4. I could be wrong. I guess we'll find out. All right, top stitch that. I'm going to take it over here and repeat with this side to make it a nice full circle. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clip my centers on everything here. I think these ones are clipped. Yep. Okay. Repeat with your 2 lining pieces. It's hiding from me. Okay, I'm now going to add this gusset piece to my back piece. And okay, we're going to do, yeah. So if this is the back, I have to figure out how this is going to work. If this is the back, and it's going to go up like that. I think my name tag has to be on like that. Okay. So we're going to start clipping on all of our centers to this. And then we're just basting this on to start. Oh no, we're sewing with full seam allowance. Just kidding. Full seam allowance, really? No, yeah, it says stitch with full seam allowance. Okay. Okie dokie. If you say so. Right? See, that goes up like that. Yeah. See how these corners are lining up. Hey, pretty good. Yeah, I definitely think taking out that, I probably could have taken out just a little bit more out of my seam allowance on the gusset for the materials I'm using. But I think we'll be good. If you find it really tight, you can put some clips in your gusset. Mine is not. My material's a little stretchy, so I think I'll be just fine without putting any snips in it. Okay, full seam allowance all the way around. I'm gonna go with this gusset side up. Usually works for me best. All right, here we go. All right, that was pretty easy sew. Ooh, cute. All right. So I think when this is done, my name tag will be correct. All right, so I'm going to repeat for my lining side with the gusset. There we go. All right, so I have my lining pieces here. I'm going to go ahead and just repeat the same thing. Clip all my centers, clip this all on right sides together. The only difference is I'm leaving a turning hole in the bottom of this lining, because then we'll be turning at the very end. I'm going to come in at an angle for my turn hole. Okay, let's put it all together. Okay, so we want to clip this exterior piece, gusset piece, to the other side of our zipper. So I want it all to lay like this. Okay, so I want to make sure it's all laying nice. I'm going to clip my top centers first up here. Right up here. All right, here we go. Just clip, clip away. So my right sides are together. Okay. Make sure your zipper's not twisted. All right, I'm probably going to sew around like this. I think that will be the easiest. Let's try it. I'm going to start right out here. Okay, so now we have our piece here. We want to attach the lining to this other edge here. All right, so I guess it doesn't really matter which end your turn hole is on. So now we're just clipping this all the way around and on to the other side of the zipper. Right sides together. Line up all your centers first. And we go from there. Okay, I'm going to sew that all the way around. Okay, I just have to take it out real quick and move my zippers. I think oh no, wait, that's not my zipper pull. What is that? Oh yeah, it is. I need to move my zipper pull out of the way because I don't want to get that caught. Here. Okay. The other one's right there. Just be aware of your zipper pulls. All right, there we go. I'll have to reach in and pull that one back after I get past it. We're almost there. Okay, all sewn up. We should be able to turn it through. So let's turn this bad boy through. Okay, there we go. We'll see how hard this is for me because I already have the Decaville on everything. Pull out my flap first. That might make it easier. I think we're going to be okay. I left a pretty good size hole. Maybe. There we go. Hey, hey. We did it. So cute. All right, so if we want to, we can top stitch around here. And of course, you know I want to, because that's just how I work. All right, so we're gonna close up our turn hole in here. Here, I'm just gonna zip it so we can see kind of what we have here. Oh yeah, you definitely need to top stitch this down. All right. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. This would be just a cute little bag too. Okay. Yep. It's a winner. Okay, so I'm going to close up my hole and then top stitch. And we're done. Yeah? Yeah, and we're done. That is so cute. Look, I even bought, I couldn't find it says it's for a 10 by 10, but I have like a 8, almost a 9 by 9. Fits perfect. All right, let's finish this up. All right, so I'm going to close up my hole first in here. So we just want to fold those edges in as best as we can. Well, now I need to make cookies and give this to somebody. So cute. All right. So I'm going to stitch that closed. Okay, and now I'm just going to top stitch. Where am I going to start? Let's move all these clips out of the way. Okay. I know I could do this here on my flatbed. I'm like, do I take it over to my cylinder arm just to make it easier on me? Oh, I have to change the thread. Okay, we're just gonna do it here. Here we go. You know, and I used vinyl. If you are using just canvas or cotton, this pattern would go a lot quicker and easier as well. And you wouldn't be fighting the thickness. So keep layers and materials in mind. I mean, I love this end result. I think it's so flippin' cute. Hey, I got this little jumper thing. Let's try it. I'm like, I'm not quite sure how to use this. There we go. Cool. All done. Let's put it all together. Okay, we're all done. Here is our Noelle cookie carrier. It turned out so cute. I absolutely love it. Yay, good job, Christy, on a very cute pattern. Flips over either way. I have the 10 that I got. It's like a 8.75 10. It can fit up to a 10 by 10. You could use this for so many different things, you guys. Not just Christmas. You could use this for any holiday. Lots of different things. Oh, so cute, and fun to make. I will link everything I use down below in the description. And I hope you guys enjoyed this cute Noelle cookie carrier pattern. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.